If you run a towing business and you're thinking about advertising on Google, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll talk about how towing businesses can approach Google Ads campaigns to generate towing jobs, and we can talk about a few things to pay attention to generate phone calls. So let's get started. So guys, if you run a towing business and you're considering to generate phone calls with Google Ads, then in this video, I'm going to share with you a way of creating your Google Ads campaign so that you can start getting phone calls for your business. This is one of our example accounts, and this is a business that provides towing services and also other roadside assistance services. And in the last 30 days, they've generated around 415 phone calls, and the conversions are around 257. The number of conversions are less than the number of phone calls because these phone calls can include repeat phone calls, or some phone calls can be missed phone calls, or it might be less than 15 seconds, 20 seconds, which might be lower quality. And that's why the number of conversions are less than the number of phone calls. And this cost per conversion is calculated using this number, which is around $20.87. And depending on your location, these numbers can be different. I've seen the cost per conversion close to $10 as well, and can also be $15. But for this particular account, we're not trying to include each and every phone call as a conversion just to show our numbers cheaper. And as I told, these conversions are less because we're trying to get better quality conversions here compared to this number of phone calls. So I'm going to share with you how I would create a Google Ads campaign for towing businesses. And you can see some of the things that you need to pay attention to while creating the campaign. So let's get started. A quick reminder, I've generated thousands of phone calls using Google Ads. If you want to copy my exact Google Ads campaign structure to generate phone calls, I'm giving it away for free. You can use it as a blueprint or copy it into your own account. Link is in the description below. So guys, from your Google Ads dashboard, you can go to campaigns, and under campaigns, you can click on campaigns. And from here, we can start creating our campaigns. Here, I'll try to give you a guide of how would I create Google Ads campaigns for towing businesses. And if you want, you can learn and apply some of these strategies for your account, whether you are a towing business running Google Ads already, or if you are a new towing business, you can also apply this principle. So we're going to start creating our campaign. And before creating our campaign, I would suggest you to open a keyword planner in the new tab. So whenever we're making our keyword research, and if we want to know the cost per click numbers, we can check them from the keyword planner section as well. So you can go to tools and the planning, you can go to keyword planner and right click and open that in the new tab. And while it is opening, we can start creating our campaign. So click on plus create campaign from here and new campaign. And here our goal is to generate leads from Google Ads. So we're going to choose the leads option, and we're going to scroll down, and it says use these conversion goals to improve leads. You might have some conversion goals here, or you may not have. So we're going to click on add goal. And for now, you can choose any one of these options. If you have created goals, you can choose relevant categories. Otherwise, you can choose any one of these options. We can talk about them later as well. So from here, I'm going to choose phone call leads. But again, you can choose any one of these options. After that, click on continue and scroll down. It says select a campaign type. Here, Performance Max and search can be relevant, but these campaigns are not relevant, or they might attract lower quality traffic. So that's why I would suggest you to focus on these two. And first of all, we're going to focus on search campaign. And once we start generating some conversions, then we can consider using Performance Max later on. But for now, to attract high quality phone calls, we're going to focus on search campaign. So we're going to click on that. And after that, the ways you would like to reach your goal, we're going to choose phone calls option. And after that, click on continue. And here it says campaign name. You can put any descriptive name you want. And after that, click on continue. And from here, it is suggesting to edit the existing draft, but we're going to start a new campaign. And here we need to select our bid strategy. Here we have conversions, conversion value, clicks, and impression share. With this particular campaign, we don't have enough conversion data, so I'm going to choose clicks. But here we need to be setting a maximum cost per click bid limit. Otherwise, let's say on average in your location, your cost per click numbers might be $8, let's say. But Google Ads sometimes bid for certain keywords like 2 times more, 3 times more. That's why we need to put a maximum cost per click bid limit. So for that, we need to see how much would it cost to get clicks from our target location. And we use Keyword Planner for that. And again, to work with Keyword Planner, you can go to Tools and the Planning. You're going to go to Keyword Planner and click on Discover New Keywords. And from here, we're going to enter our target keyword, which is towing services. Let's say one keyword would be enough. And with one keyword idea, as you can see, we have 968 keyword ideas available, and we're using it for the location of United States. And if we're gonna choose a specific location, these numbers should be different. Let's say, as an example for this video, I'm gonna choose the location of New York City, but you can target your own specific location and see those cost per click numbers. And once we save that, as you can see, the numbers should be different. And if we scroll down, we can have an idea how much would it cost. So the top of page with low range and high ranges are from, let's say, $3 up to, I would say, $10 on average from these numbers. So let's say we're gonna assume that $6 should be enough at least to get some number of impressions and clicks, because with that way we can be higher than top of page with low range for some of these keywords. So we're gonna come here and add $6 as our maximum cost per click bid limit. And let's say if $6 is not enough and it's not spending your full daily budget, you can always increase that number to $6.50, $8, $9, $10, depending on how many clicks you want to get per day or whether it's spending your full budget or not. So after that, we're gonna scroll down and click on next. And here, Google Search Partners Network automatically included, and we're gonna uncheck that, which might send lower quality traffic as well. So we're gonna focus on Google Search Network. And after that, we're gonna scroll down and enter our target location and click on advanced search. And we're gonna choose our specific target location. And after that, click on save and scroll down. And from here, location options, presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. And by default, you may have this option, which can include people who have shown interest in your included locations as well. That's what we don't want. That's why we're going to choose the second option, which can include in our target location. So after that, scroll down and languages. We can keep the English language. And also, if you want, you can add other languages as well. Some people might also search towing services in Spanish language. If you want, you can add them as well. And we're going to scroll down, and we don't have political ads and audience segments. We're not going to be using audience segments because we will have our target keywords. And click on more settings, add rotation, optimize perfect best performing ads. We're going to keep that. Start and end dates, we're not going to put any end date. And ad schedule, we're going to use ad schedule. So let's say our ads will run from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. all day, which means we don't have day offs, and our ads run from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. And if you want specific ad schedules for specific days of the week, you can change that as well. Let's say for Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, you can have different ad schedules. You can add different days, for example, from here if you want. But for me, all day, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is fine. So we're going to scroll down, more settings, add rotation we've seen, start and end days we've seen, campaign URL options. We're not going to be using that. Page feeds, we're not going to be using that. After that, click on next. And here it says use AI Max for search campaigns, which means it can use Google AI to match content from your landing pages. And I've used AI Max, and so far I don't like it. So I'm going to click on next. And again, the same thing, it is asking to use AI for keyword and asset generation. So Google AI will use your URL and the information you provide to create assets, keywords, and headlines. But we're going to choose our own keywords and create our headlines and descriptions ourselves. So we're going to click on skip. And here we're going to enter our target keywords. So we need to make our keyword research and add our target keywords here. So we're going to go to Keyword Planner, and I'm going to find some target keywords. So guys, I found some keywords, and we're going to copy those keywords and come here, and I'm going to paste them here. First of all, they're going to be pasted as broad match. So we're going to talk about them. Let's see which kind of keywords I've added. Tow truck near me, towing near me, towing company near me, tow truck service near me, tow service near me, tow truck company near me, truck towing near me, local towing company, car towing service near me, tow truck near me now. I need a tow trucks in my area, towing vehicle near me. So I found these keywords, and by default, they're going to be considered as broad match if you don't put any quotes, any brackets around them. But if you put quotes around them, they're going to be considered as phrase match. But if you put brackets around them, they're going to be considered as exact match. So broad matches can be broader versions of the keywords, which can attract lower quality traffic as well. But their cost per clicks can be cheaper, and they can also attract high quality traffic as well, and they can help you generate high quality phone calls as well. But as I told, they're gonna be broad, and phrase can be a little bit tighter than broad match, and exact can be more tighter, and they can attract higher quality search terms, but they can be more expensive, and the number of clicks you can get with phrase match can be limited. So you might have traffic issues if you only target exact match keywords. So initially with our campaign, we would use exact and phrase match combination. And once we start generating conversions and phone calls, then we can consider adding broad match versions as well. But for now, let's turn them into phrase and exact match keywords. So I'm using this keyword match type tool, but you can choose any other keyword tool if you want. And I'm going to paste those keywords here and turn them into phrase and exact. So make the keyword list, copy the results, come back here and paste those keywords. As you can see, those keywords have now quotes and brackets around them. And I also want to talk about the type of keywords we're targeting. As you can see, these keywords are mostly generic keywords. They're not talking about, let's say, emergency towing. They're not talking about 24/7 towing. They're not talking about flatbed towing or jumpstart service or roadside assistance services. They're just talking about generic towing services. And for those kind of specific other types of services, you can create more and more ad groups. But this ad group, I want to make it more targeted and I want to focus specifically on these types of services. So once we added those keywords, we're going to scroll down and we need to add our final URL and we need to add our call button and we need to add our headlines, which means we have 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. And once I've added my headlines and descriptions, I'm going to show you which kind of headlines and descriptions I've added. So guys, I've added the final URL section and I've added also the call extension button. And this call extension button for some accounts can be above the headlines and description section, or sometimes for some accounts it can be below the headlines and description section where you create your assets. So anyways, you need to add that. And after that, you can add your headlines and descriptions as well. So I've added the headlines and descriptions, and your headlines can include your target keywords. So our target keywords were like generic towing services, such as local towing company, towing services near you, need a towing service, and our call to actions, call us now, call now for fast tow. And if you have some unique selling points, you can add them. Let's say for some towing businesses, they might have some unique selling points. And I've also added some target keywords here, tow truck ready 24/7. And if you have connected your Google My Business to your Google Ads, you can also add, if you have 5-star reviews, you can add your 5-star reviews, and you can add your years of experience. If you have 10 plus years of experience, of course, let's say, but if you have 3 plus years of experience, you may add different unique selling point. And again, I've added different version of the unique selling point, which is 50 plus 5-star reviews. But overall, you need to have your headlines with your target keywords, and you need to have your call to actions, and you can also have your unique selling point. And also I've added my descriptions. And with most of the towing campaigns that I manage, I focus mostly on mobile devices. That's why I like pinning the headlines and descriptions. So as you can see from here, for target keywords, we're pinning them as first. So we've pinned the headlines, which included our target keywords, and we've also pinned it as second for the call to actions we have. So that means our target keywords are going to show at the front, and after that we can show our call to actions, and that can be especially useful for mobile devices. I just like pinning these headlines, but you don't have to pin them. And after that, we're going to scroll down, and you can also add images. Images option might not be available for all accounts, but let's say if you have images option already available, you can add images as well. So guys, I've added images, and we're going to scroll down, and business name and logo, you don't have to add them. That's not a requirement. And scroll down, site links, we're going to add our site links. So click on plus site links, and after that click on create, and here we're going to add our site links. So guys, I've added site links, and I've added 6 site links. And as you can see, some of these from here, the site links can be shown below your description section, and they are clickable links that can send visitors to different pages of your website. So you can add your contact us, services, reviews, about, or different sections of your page that might be relevant to people who are seeing your ad. And site links can have headlines, and they can have URL. And if you want, you can add the descriptions of these site links as well. And the more site links you add, the bigger your ad can look like. And I would suggest you to add at least 6 site links. And if Google Ads can show more of your site links, you can increase your chance of making your ad look bigger, and you can get more clicks with your ads. And depending on the space Google might allocate for your ads, it might show different number of site links at different time. So after we have created our site links, we're going to click on create, and the site links have been added. After that, click on save. And we're going to scroll down and click on more asset types. And here, if you have promotions, you can add them. If you want to add prices, you can add them. But here we're going to add structured snippets. So we're going to click on that and click on plus structured snippets. And we're going to click on create. And here we're going to add our types of services. So guys, I've added some types of services in this structured snippet. And as you can see, they can show after your description section. As you can see, it says types and the types of towing services that we offer. And structured snippets can show the types of services you offer or the categories of the services you offer and gives more information to users who are seeing your ad. And you can add different structured snippets if you want. So let's say we're talking about towing services here, but you can add the types of roadside assistance services you also offer as well. Let's say for car lockouts, jump starts, tire changes, you can also add different site links for them as well. So after that, click on create and it has been added. After that, click on save. So we're going to scroll down and lead forms, we're not going to add them. And callouts, we're going to add callouts. I've already added some callouts here. So if we're going to scroll down, you can add more callouts. Callouts can give more information about your business. It can include your unique selling points or the types of services you offer or the things that can be useful for people that you can add in your callouts. So from here, we're going to choose some of these callouts. So let's say I've added 6 callouts from here, and you can also add at least 6 callouts. So 10 plus years of experience, no hidden fees, quick services, free quotes, 5-star reviews, trust service. Of course, if you have them, you can add them. Otherwise, you can change your types of callouts you can add, or you can add your own unique selling points. And again, callouts can show after your description section. And if more of your asset types are shown in your ad, again, your ads can look bigger. And after we've added our callouts, we're going to click on apply. And we're going to scroll down, and we don't have apps, and we're not going to change URL options. And after that, click on next. And here, we need to set our daily budget. If you remember, our cost per click number was around $6. And per day, you need to be getting at least 10 to 15 clicks, if not more. Let's say if Google Ads is working, if you're generating phone calls, then you can consider increasing your daily budget. But initially, I would suggest you to get at least 10 to 15 clicks. Let's say if you're going to get 10 clicks, that'll be around $60. 15 clicks would be around $90. Let's say we're going to set our daily budget as $75 per day, so that it can give us some number of clicks per day. And if we're getting more and more phone calls, we can later consider increasing our daily budget. But for now, our daily budget is $75 per day, and we're going to scroll down and click on next. And from here, you can go through the campaign information, and after that, click on publish campaign. So we've published our campaign, and we're going to go to the campaign section and click on campaigns. And as you can see, our campaign is live. So if you go inside this campaign, as you can see, we have one ad group. And if you remember, it was including generic keywords. So we're going to rename this ad group name, and we're going to say towing services generic. And we can create multiple ad groups depending on the keyword nature. So for now, these keywords are targeting generic towing services keywords. And we can create different types of keywords. Let's say for people who are looking for emergency towing services, we can create a separate ad group, emergency towing or 24/7 towing. And let's say for flatbed towing, we can create a separate ad group. Or let's say for roadside assistance services, we can create a separate ad group. And let's say some people might search location specific terms. If you are located in New York, people might search towing services in New York. And for that, we can create separate ad group. And for different types of services, jumpstart services, we can create separate ad group, car lockout services, tire change, fuel delivery. We can create separate ad groups so that our ad groups can be more targeted. It can include separate types of keywords. And if possible, they can have their own types of landing pages that can make the targeting even better. And you can increase your chance of having higher conversion rate with that types of campaign structure. So let's say if you're using your Google Ads dashboard, you can just copy this one, and once we've copied that, we're going to come back here again and paste that, and it says where to paste, and we're going to select this campaign and click on done, and we're not going to pause that and click on paste, and it's creating a duplicate version of this same ad group. So we can create multiple ad groups, as I've said, and as you can see, it created a duplicate version of this specific ad group, and you can rename that and go inside it and remove the keywords and update the keywords, which means add its relevant keywords, and you can update its ad copies, and if possible, send to the relevant page. And with that way, you can create multiple ad groups and make your campaign structure more targeted. depending on the types of services you offer or the number of locations you target, the ad groups with towing services can be 10 plus, 15 plus, 20 plus, again, depending on the types of services you offer or the number of locations you target. So while working on your ad groups, I would suggest you to pause this campaign, because one of the most important things is when creating the campaigns, we talked about conversion tracking, and you need to be tracking where the phone calls are coming from, which ad groups, which keywords are generating those phone calls. To know that, you need to have a proper conversion tracking. So while working your ad groups, if your conversion tracking is not ready yet, I would suggest you to pause this campaign and go to the goals section, and under conversions, you can go to summary and fix your conversion tracking. And here you can generate phone calls directly from ads, or you can generate phone calls from your website. So from here, we have phone call lead category, and depending on your conversion setup, your conversion action also can be in your contacts category or other categories as well. But the point is, you need to set up your conversion tracking. Otherwise, your campaigns after adding your ad groups can be ready and they can generate clicks, but you may not know which keywords, ad groups, or campaigns, if you have multiple campaigns, are generating those phone calls. And you may not be able to efficiently optimize your Google Ads campaigns. So for that, you need to set up your conversion tracking and set up calls from ads, and set up conversion action for calls from ads, and set up call conversion actions coming from the website as well. And once you have fixed that, you can continue running your ads. So as you can see, because the ad was paused, it is trying to show the enabled types of campaigns. And from here, the campaign status, you should be choosing enabled and paused together, and then it might show the paused campaign as well. As you can see, the paused campaign is showing here. And let's say once you have fixed your conversion tracking, you can click on this edit settings, and from here you can choose your conversion category, which is specifically related to phone calls. And here our phone call related category is phone calls. But in your case, you might be putting phone call related category in other categories. But here you need to be including that for this campaign and save that. And your conversion actions should start working. And let's say once your ad groups are ready, conversion tracking is ready, you can start running your ads and you can start getting more data. And after that, let's say you start generating phone calls, and depending on the data you get, you can keep optimizing your account. After some time of running Google Ads, let's say certain types of keywords might be more profitable than others. You can even create separate types of campaigns or split this campaign into several parts by focusing on higher performing areas, and you can reduce your budget from lower performing areas. Or if there are certain types of keywords or ad groups are performing better, you can add more target keywords, you can add more ad groups. And once you start generating enough data, you can also switch your bid strategy. So let's say we were using maximize clicks, you can also consider using automated bidding strategies as well. So depending on your performance, you can keep optimizing your account. And along the way, there might be some irrelevant terms. You can block irrelevant terms frequently. And if everything is going well, you can slowly start increasing your daily budgets as well. So guys, again, if you want to copy the type of my Google Ads campaign structure, you can click the link in the description below. Or if you guys want my help to generate phone calls for your towing business, you can also apply to work with me and we can see whether we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my other videos.